Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And already we're underway here. The information we've been given is that they're going to go with a 3-5-2.
Well, the beauty of this system, Peter, is that you can offer both a back five and a front two, having sufficient strength at either end of the team where you need it. Equally, the wing-backs can supplement the numbers in midfield to make it a five, so I think it affords managers the ultimate flexibility. And I think if I were really pushed on what I'd like most, this would be the system.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Del Piero.
Oh, great feat, that.
Oh, that's fabulous. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Goes for a shot! He's delivered all right!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So, a breakthrough already. And we have our very first corner. Here's the header! And again! That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Van Dijk deals with that comfortably. That's a little off target. And here's Del Piero. He's gone for goal! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Del Piero really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. He can get that clear. He's found a way through. And it's Rijkaard. Neymar. And here comes the corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
It's a loose ball. And he's gone backward here. And this is Neymar. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Vardy. Played back in. Shifted it to the flank. Neymar. Out of play for a throw. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Looking for options for movement. Can he latch on to this? Platini. Vardy. Vardy with a beautifully timed run. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Rooney. Liverpool deciding to turn to the long ball now, that is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but, you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, they really should. Opts for safety. That's an imaginative pass. That is good alertness. Bellingham plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Neymar. Tries to play it through. No way through, so back it comes. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And this is Vardy. Vardy unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Aimed beyond the defence. Platini! And it's Del Piero. Rummenigge. And this is Del Piero.
That's good defensive concentration.
Chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
So, third corner of the game. And he's quick to get it clear again. Del Piero. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? This possibly the last play of the half. Konate tries to clear. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How would you review the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter, be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Madrid head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Neymar. Number 10, Messi. Coming on the field, number 13, Costa Curta. Number 24, Fletcher.
Here we go again then. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Tries from distance. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Darren Fletcher, nicely weighted ball. Del Piero, Vieira. And Del Piero! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Bellingham. Rijkaard. Now it's Vardy. He's in a great position here. Vieira. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
That's a cute ball. Chance here to counter. Madrid just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Rooney providing an outlet. Oh, what a climb! Harmlessly behind. Toure does really well to win the ball there. Bellingham. Liverpool appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Platini, it's a pretty loose pass. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. He's had it taken off him, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Rijkaard. And it's Rijkaard. Rice. Oh, this is a very good run. And he's cut it out. No way through there. Has a shot!
Substitution on the field. Number 3, Rijkaard. Number 24, Fletcher. Coming on the field, number 5, Seedorf. Number 6, Gerrard.
Oh, important interception. Shot a goal! A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
And he was quick to react. And it's Rooney. The most accurate pass. Nice looking ball. Oh, Red, nice interception. How could it go? Messi! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
They're up to 5 corners now. Thuram is there, and he can get that clear. Chance for a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Toure wins the duel this time. Bellingham. Rummenigge. And that has left him in a heap.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. No, that's been intercepted. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Good ball, good take. Platini crosses it in. Rummenigge herring after the ball here. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ambitious ball here. That's good vision. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. He is through here. Pernis. Oh, that's well spotted.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. A probing pass. Bellingham. Played into space. Pass somewhat off target.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Two minutes to be added on. Costa Curta promptly onto that, and that will be the final act. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I think the role Jude Bellingham will be given will be important here. He's like a combination of a number 8 and a number 6. Great defensively.
Can he finish?
Rummenigge really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Mbappe. Over to the left. Rummenigge. He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. Oh, what a climb! Oh, that's ambitious. Corner number 2 then. Bellingham! Went with his head but couldn't steer it in.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Pass somewhat off target. Madrid are applying all the early pressure.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's fabulous. In with the challenge. Rice did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Alexander-Arnold. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Big chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Vardy actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So, third corner of the game. He's got full. He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
And it's Ribery. Well, that looks a decent ball. Back into the middle. Real chance! Mbappe made a good run there. Bellingham. That's an imaginative pass. And that's an excellent interception. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And Vardy! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. That's a lovely, neat pass. And he's gone backward here. And the finish! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Rice.
Kyoto Sanga clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Tries to play it through. He has found the way through. Thuram driving forwards. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And it's Vardy. Now there's a fine ball. Stampiero! Goal! That is his ton, and does he not know it? Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise him.
Oh, shooting chance! He tried the chip, but it wasn't his best.
Rummenigge really would relish another crack at that same challenge, I suspect.
Now it's Del Piero. He's tried one! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Del Piero really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Rice. Madrid looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. And it's Davis. Chooses to go cross-field. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Madrid leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Madrid do have a chance to counter here. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
2 minutos de descuento.
Fermin. Rice. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. It's a really well-measured ball. Ribéry. Fermin. Ribéry. He's on it, can he get away? And the whistle goes for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Madrid are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for.
Se ha encontrado a un niño rubio de unos 4 años que viste camiseta verde y lleva una mochila roja y dice haberse perdido.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
He's had a shot! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame we just couldn't finish it off.
Ribéry. Defending was strong and firm. And it's Del Piero. Rice. Gives it back. Serginho. Well, that's clear-cut. It's a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Tomori. Just eases him off the ball. Vieira. Looking to play him in. He's going for goal! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Quality ball. He's not got that quite right. Madrid have reclaimed it. And Del Piero! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Alexander-Arnold. Madrid just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Aims beyond the defence. Rice does really well to win the ball there. And he's let fly! And back it goes. Thuram. Bellingham. And here's Vardy. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
Looking for the run. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. This looks promising. Oh, big chance! Must be! Takes a shot! No mistake! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 21.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
El dorsal 5.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal...
Tries a shot! Sticks it away! And they get themselves in front! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And that is as far as they're going to go. Rice sends it crossfield. Serginho gets into some space. And it's Rice. Goes for a shot! Just about within shooting range. Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
And he cuts out the supply. Madrid still have the cards to affect this game. And it's been played through. He is through here. Hefty challenge, but fair enough.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Rafinha. Rafinha! It's there! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 14.
Madrid are making a change now.
El dorsal 9.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, a player I've been looking at...
Rummenigge is on his own. Van Basten is herring after that one. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Gerrard. He's shifted it to the flank. He's shifting through the gears here. And there's an early warning shot across the bow.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And we have our very first corner. Roberto Carlos goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with...
He's one-on-one, Rummenigge! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Good counter, had a lot of people worried.
Yeah, I felt that this was what their opponents were setting up to do, and they got away with that.
Cannavaro, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Rummenigge, he's away! Expertly cut out, really nicely done. It's a pretty loose pass. Rummenigge. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Rafinha, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Puyol spots it and intercepts. So we're still where we started right now. Threads one in. That is a brilliant interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better.
Shot a goal! Mbappe. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now, what about a counter-attack?
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And here's Gerrard. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Rummenigge. Not the most accurate pass.
Beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Played through for the wide man. Lorenzo Insigne. Quick look, then plays it in. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Rummenigge.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He's had a shot! It's a decent clearance. There's a probing ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. That pass isn't the best. Decent progress down the left, and it's been played through. That has ended up in no man's land. Chance, surely! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Rafinha deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Corner number 2 then. Definitely not one of his best. Gerrard. And it's Rice. Rafinha. Nicely weighted ball. Ah, that's a fine interception. Couldn't squeeze it through. And the pass is intercepted. We are into stoppage time. Oh, perfectly measured that. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. The midway point of the game.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. Oh no, this does not look good. Cruyff. Van Basten. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Cruyff carries the ball down the right. Hakimi. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. That's Gerrard. Bellingham. Madrid are looking to break at pace. Oh, super find. And he welcomes it in. He's picked his way through. And the shot! And he's done it!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Madrid have taken the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. That dugout has had some relief, at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Pass somewhat off target. Has ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Cruyff. Madrid are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. And Cruyff! Decent enough try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Número 24. Abandono relevado e vai entrar com número 9.
Time and again they are repelled. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Ambitious ball here. David Villa. He's in a good position here.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Shapes to shoot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Look, when we talk about decision-making, there's a great example. Strong and decisive. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Can he get onto this? Rummenigge gets into a good position. Bellingham, chance for a shot! Goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Número 7, Rodzicki. Número 32, Tevez.
Madrid can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Madrid are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Gerrard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Tries to punch. Big chance! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
That's more like it. They have to force the issue, and that's the way to do it.
It's their second corner of the game. And this is Gerrard! Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Played into space. Dink through. Good take, and Rummenigge! Truly a man who will pass the test of time. He's got himself an absolute peach. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. The vision wonderful, the technique perfect.
Well, as options go, that was a superb choice. It's over and in. Job done.
.3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Now that was quite some save.
Carlos has totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you.
Corner number 3 coming up. Del Piero. He has a look up. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. And it's Del Piero. Oh, that's a key interception. Maldini gets over and intercepts.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Climbs up big! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper. Now it's Yamal. Short changes him with that pass. Can he get on the end of this? Great ball, and the shot! In he goes again! And it's there! And he is just ripping it up! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Madrid are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and their start...
And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.